Hi, I'm John Trishler from SPV Parts, and today we're going to show you some new products that we've put together for the 2019 Plus Ranger. And we've got Mike here, and Mike was one of the first people to try out these new products on his Ranger. So we're going to check those out and show everybody how they look. And Mike, you can tell us what you think about them. What do you think about
I like how easy it was to install. You know, the wiring bolted right up without having to cut into the wiring harness, and the brackets just bolted right in. We didn't have to drill any holes, and they're just insanely bright. I like the amber backlight on the spotlights, and then the red backlights on the backlights. So
cool.
I like the flexibility of being able to use them.
That's awesome. All right, so we'll start here. Let's start at the bottom. So one thing that you'll notice on the Rangers are they don't have a whole lot of places that you can put things, but we were able to put together a mounting package to host a series of lights in the lower grille. And depending on your configuration on your vehicle, you may be able to do one of several things. And so we've made our mounts and our brackets for this lower section very universal. So whether it be a rigid light, a Baja Designs, or several other light bars, you'll be able to mount them to these two brackets that are down below. These two lights are the rigid E4 series. Now you'll notice that there in the center, we have the adaptive cruise control sensor. So if you have the adaptive cruise control sensor, you're going to want to stick to the E4 series here, or an equivalent pair of light bars on each side of that. That gives you clearance. Our brackets allow you to adjust those lights forward and back, and you can bring those back far enough that they're not going to interfere with that adaptive cruise, which is obviously very important. So for those of you that do have the adaptive cruise, you don't have to worry that you can't put a light kit in this, because we've come up with an application here where you can. Now, if you don't have the adaptive cruise in there, you've got a lot more options. You can actually put a 20-inch light bar down below here that'll go all the way across, utilizing the same brackets. So you can put a 20-inch, either a single row or a double row. Now, between Baja Designs and Rigid, they both have several options. On the Rigid light bars, they just came out with a new Radiance series single row, which has RGB, so you can change the colors. So you could get a 20-inch RGB Rigid Radiance light bar for down below, and you can adjust the color of the backlighting. And of course, the regular lighting is still white. So that's also a neat application, and that would mount in there just fine as long as you don't have the adaptive cruise control. You can also mount in a 20-inch full row E-series light bar. Similar to this, you would just have essentially one complete light bar like these two joined in the middle. So that's another option for you as well. As you'll notice in this application, and if you did the full-size light bar, they'd bring it themselves in just a little bit. You're still gonna have plenty of cooling to go around the adaptive cruise control sensor, which is also important to get some air in there for your heat exchanger. All right, so one thing that we always do is we make sure that our brackets and hardware are always stainless steel. That's very important. You obviously don't want rust. You don't want your light kits to look good on day 1 and day 7 to look like you've got a 20-year-old vehicle. So we always use stainless steel, and then we black powder coat every bracket that's going to be exposed to any site. If it's gonna stick out or have any part of it poke out, we always use a nice textured or smooth black powder coat finish to give it a nice clean look. And then as far as our harnesses go, we offer a full line of wire harnesses that are designed to be plug and play, so that no matter what, the install is going to be easier than any other kit or light that you'd buy and try to piece together yourself. So that's one thing that sets us apart from everyone else: the ease of install and the available components that go into our light kits. All right, next we're going to take a look at the A-pillar lights that we put together. And this A-pillar light kit consists of our A-pillar mounts that will bolt here under the hood hinges, and you can bolt up a series of pod lights. These are very stout, so regardless of what series pod light you'd like to put up there, that's personal preference. These are the Rigid 364-inch lights, and these have an amber backlight. Has a really cool effect, kind of like your parking lights, that glows amber whenever the lights are off. for a kind of a cool effect. These mounts that we designed to hold these lights will hold a series of lights, pod lights. You can choose from Rigid or Baja Designs or several others, and any series from any of the D series, the square lights, the squadrons, and so on. And these are also stout enough, they'll even hold the larger lights as well, because they're going to be pretty heavy duty. It's a really thick gauge steel that we use, so you can also use those. And that gives you the ability to have those lights up above. A lot of people call those ditch lights, but many people call them A-pillar lights. So we'll show you what those look like here with the hood raised, and we'll show you underneath where they mount. All right, so here we are on the underside of the hood, our A-pillar light mounts. All you're gonna have to do is you're just gonna have to remove these 2 bolts on the bottom side of the hood hinge, and these are gonna slide right up there under the hood hinge. Very, very, very easy install. And then once you bolt those down, tighten those down, you are ready to mount your light, just like so. We've got the daylight hitting us here, so it's gonna be really hard to see that amber backlight, but that is on. Yep, there you go. All right, so here's our amber backlight. So right now he's gonna turn on the A-pillar lights, as you see. And those are nice and bright. Of course, it's daylight, but you can still see they're very bright. And now we'll go ahead and turn on our lower E-series lights. You can see those are also very, very bright. We'll stand back so you can get a look of both of them on. And we'll check out the rear ones now. All right, and the last thing we're going to show you are the rear lights that we put together for the back of the truck. And these lights use our adjustable bracket. As you see here, get some light in there. So this adjustable bracket allows you to mount a series of lights to the rear of your vehicle. These are the low profile Rigid SRL series lights. And what we like about these is they sit nice and flush to the lower part of the bumper. You'll notice they don't really come down any further than the center part of the bumper, so it really has a clean look. But if you want even more light, you can still house these mounts with Rigid's D-series lights, the M-series lights, Baja Designs S2 lights, which are also a lower profile, Baja Designs S4 or Squadron lights. You can also, put those back here. They're just going to hang down a little lower, but this bracket is going to have a lot more adjustment. So you can bring it down to hold a larger light, or bring it up for a nice clean look with the lower profile lights as you see below. Now it gets even more exciting with the wire harnesses and things that we've put together for these light kits as well. So we've developed a wire harness system that allows you to plug in an adapter to your rear taillight. So with that adapter, you're going to be able to kick these rear lights on when you put it in reverse. Now, that'll also power the red backlight in these particular lights. And if you want to power the amber backlight with the marker lights or your lock-unlock function on the vehicle, this will also carry up with the full harness to the front of the vehicle, and you can hook that into your front lights as well. So it gives you the ability to do several things. So if you want them to come on when you put it in reverse, you can plug in that adapter. If you don't, you don't have to. And you can just run a full wire harness up to the front of your vehicle, and you can connect it to your switches. So you can go either way. And as you can see, we've got the red backlights on here with our taillight adapter, so that it's going to power that when the marker lights are on, or you do the lock unlock function, which is a really cool effect as well. All right, and there are our rear lights on. So you can see in all applications, these give you plenty of light, regardless of what you're looking for. You're going to have plenty of light in the front and in the back. All right, Mike, so you also installed the Roush Performance Pack that we offer, and show us that real quick.
Yeah, the level 1 pack with the cold air kit, it went in super easy. It did take me about 30 minutes to put it in, swap it out, and then the programming for the chip It came with the 3-year and 36,000 mile warranty from Roush. That was a big selling point for me, is having some extra backup in case I had a problem.
Cool, and that made a big difference in power too, right?
Yeah,
That performance pack.
Yeah, just running 93 octane in it, and away
yeah,
you go.
yeah. With that, with the turbos that you have in the EcoBoost motor on these, the power packs really make a big difference on these Rangers. And so, yeah, I'm glad you got that for that too, Mike. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And let us know what you think below about these new products. If you're in the market for any performance parts or lighting or accessories for your vehicle, check us out at SPVparts.com. And I think you'll be impressed at all the selection that we have available for your vehicle.